Hey folks, how you doing? It's a busy weekend in Las Vegas. Brian Blessing hanging out on Fremont Street. Actually, you got a street performer. Most of these guys drive you crazy. This guy's rocking the country pretty hard. Hey, listen, we're having a good time. It's going to be a lot of fun on the wagering board Saturday. Of course, we're looking forward to a big menu of games in the NFL on Sunday. OddsWorthBetting.com. They're ready to rock and roll for you with the feature pick of the day. It's available right below this video. But Saturday, the focus of attention, of course, is college football, and we're getting to the point where we've got big boy football. Obviously, LSU and Bama take center stage. Interesting to see a total in that game in the high 40s. These two teams really kind of slobber knock it, and we're looking at Bama in that 6.5, 7-point range. There's a lot of love from a power rating perspective from Alabama. You wonder, LSU get a little chip on their shoulder, maybe not much respect from the odds makers, but you see they're number 2 in the current college football rankings. So monster football game that takes center stage for us on a Saturday. But there are so many games on the docket for us on Saturday. You look at Duke and North Carolina. North Carolina's 857.5. We talk about all these angles that stand the test of time. Bubble burst, teams lose their first game, sandwich games, look-ahead games. How about a letdown spot? Man, Duke, they could be a really mad football team or that punch to the gut with that crazy play where they realistically won the game last week and had it swiped away from them. You wonder how Duke will respond. Track Meet City, you ready for some action with Texas Tech and West Virginia? West Virginia's an 8-point favorite in this game. The total on the contest is 79. Syracuse and Louisville. Louisville's 14-point favorite. Cincy and Houston could get lots of offense in that game. Houston, 8.5-point favorite. The total on the game is 72.5. Both teams' offenses are pretty prolific there. You got to look at Michigan, big favorite, 24 points against Rutgers. Rutgers on occasion, kind of a Jekyll and Hyde team, but they are capable of scoring some points. Military game, Army and Air Force. Air Force 17. Total on the game is 50. The one thing you're always going to get from the military academies, you're going to get their very best effort, especially when they play each other. Stanford, Colorado. Stanford 16 on the road. The total on the game is 56. I'm telling you, the way this thing all blocks out, Stanford runs the table, and they got that game with Notre Dame at the end of the year. Stanford is not out of the equation. Number 11 in the current ranking system, but not out of the equation for the playoff system. You look at Minnesota and Ohio State. Ohio State 23-point favorite. A little quarterback issue there. Minnesota gave Michigan a big run for their money. Ohio State's a big favorite, 23 points there. How does Miami react after winning that crazy game against Duke? 7.5-point favorites against Virginia. And then Michigan State. There's 6 on the road at Nebraska. The total there is 58.5. Michigan State, another team with a big opportunity and a date down the road coming up with Ohio State. Now, we know we've got NBA, NHL action on Saturday, plenty on the wagering board, and we're really focused on Sunday's NFL board. Some really entertaining football games that we're looking forward to. Don't sleep on the Raiders. This is a team that's relevant again. It's good for the NFL when the Raiders actually matter. So that's an interesting game to say the very least. But it's Carolina Green Bay takes center stage, and don't sleep on that one. Carolina wins that game. They'll have a 3-game lead in essence on Green Bay, 2-game lead in the head-to-head tiebreaker. Carolina wins this game. The road to the Super Bowl could actually go through Carolina. We'll talk a lot more about the NFL card on Sunday in this space. But as always, we invite you to check out the featured pick of the day from our friends at OddsWorthBetting.com right below this video. Brian Blessing in downtown Las Vegas, wishing you the best of luck this weekend.